Okay, guys. I'm already sharing the links everywhere. So. Should be fine. Alright. Everything works, seems so. We already have our guys in the lobby, which is quite fast, which is also nice. And it seems like first player will be error in blue. And player number 2 will be Fenek in yellow. In yellow. Alright. There we go. Perfect. So, let's begin this adventures, or so I can say. Okay, I will already be ready. Okay, we are still waiting for some other players, or rather commentators, but they should be here shortly. Let's check the settings. Okay, game speed 2. Turval, mines never empty, infinite, 60 advanced. Changeable game speed, pioneers, take cloud of allies, optimal working environment. Seems fine. Hopefully it will be fun match. They are both really good players, so yeah. Actually, I'll also send it here. All right. Gotta play a bit. Oh yes, hidden statistics was not on yet. Okay, we are waiting for a sec. Like, dude, take that ready. If you are coming into lobbying, always get ready. If you are not a player. Okay. Oh, I'm also watching Red Bull Bulldog tournament right now. Everything is fast here. everything. Like, we are fast boys. Gotta go fast, gotta go x2. Okay, let's see the map. Oh, that's this map. Interesting. Interesting. There is a bit of stone, but not a lot. 2 stacks are enough for Rome. They should honestly be enough for Trojans too. But yeah, the mountains are everywhere, kinda very much split. So you gotta get and actually go to those mountains. Because if I remember correctly, just taking one is not enough when it comes to gold. Certainly not on HG. And I know because I already did comment a match on this map. So yeah. But for Trojans, this amount of stone might be not that good. Romans obviously can cast the spell that turns fish into stone. So that's good. And, well, that's their advantage. Question is if Fenek is going to use it. But honestly, I kinda favor this a bit more for Romans. And Trojans, in my opinion, are kinda worse in that regard, right? Although, Error is experienced player, let's say, when it comes to Trojans. He's certainly not a main of Trojans, and certainly not food main of Trojans. And in my opinion, like, playing Trojans with food is not necessarily maybe bad, but it is, how do you say it? It is not optimal, right? That's not something that I would consider to be optimal. Also because the costs of that economy buildings are very much skewed in favor of wood, and you will usually not have enough wood at the moment in time when you actually want to make those farms, because they are really expensive when it comes to wood. So I see it that way, and obviously that's inoptimal in my opinion. Meanwhile, when you are making mana, you can slightly delay that, you get a bit mana from temples, and generally it's more smooth. It does not switch between resources as much, you don't have to make as big of a forest in my opinion. So yeah, I do think that actually going for battery is more optimal for that reason. Meanwhile, let's say what Fenek is doing. Fenek is kinda capturing that mountain quicker than Error is. Already going for it with the tower. I do think that's a good idea. Meanwhile, Error is basically going straight for this mountain. That's interesting. I don't think if that's completely a right decision, but it is the decision that he's making. And I'm kinda worried about tools. Although he might be on time with them, I still think like this will be slightly late for him. Although he's, well, 1 tower. But there we only see coal here, there is no iron yet, and iron will be important, and honestly, iron is kinda far away here. Here you only have like not great stacks, which doesn't matter as much on high resources, but on low resources it definitely matters a lot. Okay, and let's see, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, and 3. That's a good ratio. Basically, Fenek is just building his starting resources, probably. Soon will be some residences and a bit more of, well, just smelters and toolsmiths. I wonder if he will go straight for 2 or just play for 1 for a while. There are some styles, but Error is already getting that, although I don't see any notice of him going actually into that mountain, which I don't think is perfect, given that this tower will take a long time to finish, and this one will take even longer time to finish, and then he will need another one to actually reach iron. which is absolutely terrible. Because by that time he will be no longer making tools. And unless he's playing for mana, that will be a big problem. And if he is playing for mana, because I don't actually know shapes of those buildings, then that's maybe alright. Because they obviously don't need that additional tools, and that would be kinda better, but still not going for this mountain is, in my opinion, just stupid. And also he's going very quickly for another stone stack, which I also don't think is that important, because this stack will actually last him for a while, and he does not need to rush it this fast. I obviously know that he's worried that he will be out of stone quite quickly, but in my opinion that's kinda unfounded. Right. It will last for a bit. I know from Mayans, and Mayans use a lot of stone, that those stacks kinda... On one hand they do end very quickly, but not that fast. You have time, you have that barrier before you hit total stone stall. And if you're using a lot of wood anyway, that shouldn't be a concern. And only now he's making tower for this mountain. And he should already be placing tower here. And he should already be making diggers to take this. Because this won't reach and he needs that iron. Let's see. He no longer has iron here. Yep. Okay, that's the last one. And his last iron will be here. And before those mines start to work, it will use up that iron, if he is making tools. Meanwhile, Fenek is just playing well, digging for that iron very well, getting that gold as a bonus. I like that. In my opinion, that's more stable way to play this map, honestly. I know that Error is trying to, like, min-max, but I think he's kinda shooting himself in the foot with that. And let's see, will that be standard farm? Or not? It seems to be standard farm. That will be interesting. That will be very interesting. Okay, that will actually take that iron. So, in the end, he was forced to go there anyway, because he's stupid. But we can't do anything about that, and Fenek is faster on iron and will be faster on tools, because Error is already out of tools. And he will be delayed on the farms probably, because before they come in... Actually, he's probably not even building them. In fact, Error is slightly stalling on the priorities right now. Because he's not building those farms. He's stalling with stone. He should add a few more priorities right now. In my opinion, at least. At least for the buildings that actually require a lot of stone. Because some of them in Trojans are like that. Right? And there is no harm to actually allow them to be built before or at the same time as buildings that actually require a lot of wood. At least in my opinion, because at least those stone cutters won't be stunning so much of stone. Because they are no longer digging it out. Which in my opinion is a problem. You should be trying to maximize your stone gain. And at the same time, despite having those stone cutters basically full, he's adding new ones. Which isn't bad. But again, he will need more pickaxes and he's short on metal iron at this moment. Hi cat. Have a pleasant watching experience. For connoisseurs. So yeah, I basically am commenting how Error is doing in the same style I was commenting on Miotla. While before on Discord. And look what's happening. Fenek already, okay, just now is starting to get that iron, but because Error was so determined to get this mountain first, without going there, he's now delayed. And that's just stupid. And please block and unblock those mines so they actually start carrying the food before the diggers get in. I think he did that, which is really good. But yeah, that pink was just not very smart. Let's be honest about that. So yeah, rushing this mountain when it is this far away, while you have this mountain right here, to just take that iron, take that coal is beyond me. And actually right now, let's see about Fenek. Fenek is actually going for this mountain. Well, Error is there already too. In fact, Error is already there too. And Error is already here too. So that's a big advantage of Error right now. And Fenek is not yet taking gold. While Error has those... Well, he is also not yet taking gold. But he's taking... Error is so scared of lack of stone. That's insane. In fact, if he is so scared, he should be going for this mountain, dig through it here, or just make a colony here. I would literally make a colony there. Although I would probably be playing Mayans and would be taking this mountain, this desert. Oh yeah, actually, that's true. He does have, but that's not that big of a difference. Like 120 or 100... It is slight difference, but Fenek is fine right now, so it's not a big deal. Also 2, 7 farms. Interesting. I kind of prefer 6. And, well, Error seems to be behind anyway, because Fenek is already finishing most of his eco. And where is Error? Error is just finishing his farms, finishing first meal. That's not perfect, let's be honest, because Trojans do require so much planks, and Error has more of them, has more of stone. But he's, I don't know, he's stalling or something on building power, on priorities? He should just get that all on priorities, straight away. Because he has resources, but nothing is being built. Okay, 120 versus 80 is difference. However, Fenek was... maybe he was stalling slightly on people. But honestly, yeah, that echo is just... It will make more food, so Fenek will have higher potential by DPT. If he is not... he will... if he won't fuck up anything major, right? Ecological? I could argue if... Also, let me check one thing real quick. Let me check one thing real quick. Because I don't actually... 7 farms as well for Error. I don't actually know the ratios on... I don't actually remember ratios on Troya. I think that's one of the only nations I don't remember ratios on. So I have to check them. Is that... No. Good. I was worried for a second that this would be 8 farm. And that wouldn't be good. So, let's check. So it's 1 farm per 0.8 bakery. Okay, so let's do like 5. 2. Let's also make them opt, so that would be slightly higher. Okay, that's 5 for 4, and then we get 2 for 1.2. It's more like 3. All right, so something like 3 for... okay. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, 3 and okay. So what you should do, okay, that's first-hand farming knowledge for Trojans. You make 3 farms, and for those 3 farms you make 2 gooses, and then you make 5 farms, and make 2 mills, and... Okay, I was worried for a second that Error made 3 gooses, but now he made 2, which is good. And for that you make, for the remaining 4 farms, you make 2 mills, 4 bakeries. And this all should be working on 3. Yes, Error does know his ratios. So that's at least good. And is that enough for one? Oh, yeah. It should be enough for 1. Right. Yeah, it's enough for 1 butcher. And Error is making a lot of mines. And now Error is moving that advantage. I mean, Fenek still has food advantage, but Error has mine advantage. And this is all very, very intricate, you could say, because the total amount of food determines how much of ores you can actually get. And then total amount of mines basically states how much you will actually get. So it might be a case in which Fenek will be stalling his food without a way for it to actually be used. And it is in fact the case right now. That those bakeries are full of bread. Okay, this is not yet stalling, but bakeries are stalling. So Fenek is simply not having enough mines to satisfy the output of his echo. And he should actually be gathering in some magazine this bread. Interesting. Like, this is all so intricate at this level, in my opinion. And right now Fenek has many more settlers, but Error... Actually, Error should add some settlers. His base is way bigger. This might seem like a lot, but as soon as war economy hits, it will be quite bad for Error, so he needs more. Meanwhile, Fenek just has not enough. Fenek just has too many settlers, even, I would say. I think he should get lots more. Yeah, and this is still not producing anything. Alright. At least this is working, which is important. Even if one cogwheel is not working correctly, it might very well change the outcome of the game. Okay, flags are everywhere, it's good. Error is getting more settlers, which is good. Getting gold, he needs a lot of gold. And he's gathering bread, which is good. He should take some diggers and actually take this as well. Yeah, I agree. But look, Fenek is just now getting this mountain, and he already has full bakery. At least this one here. These mines are actually saving him from stealing more bread. And before those mines actually complete, and before miners get in there, these bakeries will again be stalling because they will be full of bread. And because of that, Fenek is actually not utilizing his earlier echo advantage as much. Yeah, that's true. That's exactly what I'm explaining right now, in fact. Because Fenek is not using his bakeries and he's not storing bread, basically he's wasting his advantage of earlier bakeries. Oh well. And because of that, Error will be able to catch up to him. Probably. And he's gathering the... What are they pinging about? Okay, he is basically just taking mines. And Error is just only right now taking this mountain, but... He's taking this mountain, and I think this mountain is much better. It only hurts me that he doesn't have any diggers digging in the... Actually, we don't have them on stats. So I don't know if he has any. But he does not have enough builders. And he should dig this. He should make a tower there after that. It hurts me to see. But overall, it kinda looks fine right now. Let's see, how many? 2, 4, 5. Okay. Honestly, that looks decent. But what I'm afraid of is that he is going there. Maybe he won't be too late with the stone. Because he might be. What do you mean about the battery? How can he cause the damage to his battery? Or do you mean that he will play like with half a battery or something like that? Or mid battery or something like that? Because I don't quite understand that. And he's capturing that as well. Honestly, he should have probably... Alright, no, I don't think so. It's not optimal, in my opinion, to play like that. You either play for this eco and make some mana, or you make it full mana and don't play eco. Although you can play like that, but I don't know if it's not just more resources used. I know that this can be fast, but still. I don't quite like that. What I'm worried about right now is the stone. He should make another tower like here to get the last of those stacks. Probably get few more stone mines. This tower is quite slow. He needs to get there earlier. Meanwhile, Fenek is very alright when it comes to stone. He even has some in the magazine, so it's fine. But overall, he still has less stone. Yeah, it is risky. And what's interesting is that Fenek actually did use more resources for buildings. Which is not exactly expected, but... Honestly, if there was like clay in this game, I could very well see some factions just having like brick making instead of stone, and in my opinion that would be fine, an interesting way to mitigate the stone with something slower and something that just requires more resources. And I'm worried about Error not being able to use up his mines. Right now it does not seem to be the case, but he is very sanely, I would say, adding stone mines. And yeah, without those stone mines, it might be tough for him. And 3 stone mines, it's not that many in the first place. He has many stone cutters, but they are not working. Yeah, they are fighting on x2 speed. So the game will be more dynamic, for sure. Oh, I actually forgot. Let's see the vision of players. And... Okay. Error right now is not scouting. And Fenek? I kinda expect Fenek to scout. But it seems he's not really scouting as well. He has few thieves right there. And some right there. So Fenek is basically starting to scout. Right now. But let's take a look at everyone. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they are quite close. And I know that Error can get good PT results. But I'm kinda worried for him since he does not have marks yet. Please build them. Build them. Be a sane person. Be a sane person. Right now, I don't know, 400 is not enough for PT. If you are aiming for really good results. And Error does not have weapons. He has gold, but not many weapons. And honestly, it might be better for Error still. Because gold is very important. Yeah, sure. Feel free. I will be streaming the entire thing. Hopefully, if nothing goes wrong. I actually wonder if Error will be trying. Make another tower here. Go for this. Go for the stone, please. Or for this one. And Fenek won't be stunning on stone because he's just so close to this stone here right now. Oh yeah, that's sure. That's for sure. But at least he's making the barracks right now. He's making the tower stack, which is good. That's actually very good tower stack. These barracks are basically unblockable without swords. And this temple is also quite good. I mean, it's good because he's getting one. Although I don't see any mana. At least he took that, which is good. Take the stone here. That's like one tower. Okay, 2 towers. Yep, that's first map. So yeah, he can just make a tower here, and it will reach all the way to here, and he will take this. This is a very good spot to take the stone. Take the stone. You basically have no stone. Don't rely on mines. Mines will destroy you in the long run. Like, you can't rely on the stone mines unless you adjust your echo for it. Yeah, that's close. That's not far away. I'm kinda paranoid about stone, I could say, because I'm playing as Mayans. But I'm playing a lot as Mayans. But if you just make some mana on Mayans, it's basically not a problem. So yeah. And Trojans don't have that luxury. Taking the stone here is paramount to many other things. And he's not even taking this. I guess he will be trying to rush, and that might be good call. Given that he has more army, and only level 3s, and Fenek doesn't have that much army, and it's mostly level 1s, and it will be mostly level 1s. I have no idea how people make so little gold. I mean, Fenek took this mountain, Error did not. That might be the factor. And Fenek is not taking this mountain, that's just stupid. You should be taking the mountains. Like, even if you're not taking them completely, like, you are not using a lot of geologists to uncover them. Yeah, like, you just send 1 or 2 to each mountain, and like 5 to your main mountain, and it will be working. Alright, that's good for Error. That's definitely good for Error. How about mana? Yeah, Fenek has some and Error has none, basically. But he should make some mana. Like, some mana is always good. Make basically 1 cycle of two small temples or something. And it will be working. And it will be advantage. Despite you not having actually good mana spells, you can still waste opponents. You can still waste... Okay, that's good. You can still waste opponents' gold. Get this mines. Honestly, I do prefer Error. And Error is going in! Error is going in. Fenek did send a rat towards Error, but it will be intercepted. Go, 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 go. Okay, Fenek is running away. And Error is, in fact, in much better spot than than Fenek. And Error is rushing, and that's so good. And that's so good, that's very good. Fenek will have to retreat. I'm kinda sad he didn't actually make mana, because he would be able to get to those farms and basically destroy them by placing, I believe it's bog, so they can no longer plant any wheat. Yeah. Knock knock. Who's their Error with army advantage? Although I do prefer rushing 115 over one on the dot. 115 just lets you get the sabots and everything else much better. And honestly, at this point, I do believe that production for Error is just slightly superior to that of Fenek. The only advantage Fenek holds is mana, and that mana is very important. Don't get me wrong. But Error is making some mana, so that's good. Yeah, but it does not matter. That tower basically does not matter here. I mean, if Error would like rat it by going like around his base, then maybe. However, right now it's... I don't know if it is that important, because they will be fighting with main armies, and if they actually go back to here, this tower will be destroyed anyway. Fenek has good control over his units and buildings, so I believe that wouldn't be a problem for him. And yeah, Error is taking just so many more resources. And Fenek is not that good when it comes to... Good. Good. It's an advantage for Error. And Fenek is running to take this tower back. Destroy it, please. He won't. Alright. And yeah, I guess Error right now is just focusing on his echo. Well, he also does not know that Fenek still has this tower. And usually it's like normal for that tower to be long gone, right? But I do really enjoy how Error is actually getting much more of the mountains, despite not taking this mountain. This mountain is actually the most important, I think, for Fenek. And honestly, Error has to rush soon, because he has no stone. And if he waits, there is high chance he will lose. And his KK, where are your eye catchers? Again, stupid. You have the gold. You always should make eye catchers. You don't have stone for them, but you should make tower to actually take the rest of the stone and destroy these stone cutters to retake the stone and get this stone. I know you might not see it. That's your job to scout them up and take this stone. And because of that, Error might be in bad spot. Although Fenek has so many level 1 soldiers. Yeah, like, despite having numerical advantage, at least on that flank, it still didn't fall. because Error had just level 1 soldiers. But that won't be enough for Fenek. You gotta get Sabo, you gotta get some swords. Otherwise it will be a problem, and a massive one. And the lack of your stone is, in fact, that. Fenek did take this stone. Can't take this stone. You're not doing that. So your lack of stone, basically, it means that you're relying entirely on this army that you have, and it most likely won't be enough, honestly. And if you're sending Sabo, please just send them for the gold. You just gotta destroy the gold, and it will be so much easier for you. Does Error still have settlers? No, he does not. Error is short on settlers. And he has no stone. What is that? It's a recipe for the best comeback of this championships. Entire championships. He's not even towering him. Like, he should actually move to tower Fenek. In my opinion. Or make a ship. Ship would be nice here. Ship would be stupid but nice here. And the Fenek. And the Error is just standing there. I feel like he will lose. I'm nearly certain he will lose. And if he loses HG, that's basically GG. And Fenek takes that. Because the army number is again in favor of Fenek. And Error has so much weapons, so much gold, and has no settlers because he has no freaking stone. That's just stupid. You never went for this, never even took this till the end. This is untaken. This you know about, but you didn't take anyway. Oh my god. And you're just fighting with Fenek. I don't know what you are expecting. You don't even have swords. You can't you can't capture him. You can't destroy his towers. Oh my god. And I'm not sure if Error is even winning that. Because Fenek has stone. And Error is not even going for the stone. He does not have any bread in those mines. That's what I'm talking about. These are not long-term solutions. These are just basically the boost. And he's losing here. And what can he do now? Nothing. He can't do shit. If he was Mayans, this would be much better. If he was Romans, that would be good. If he was Vikings, he does not need so much stone anyway. But Troya is the one nation that has no access to stone generation other than mines or stone cutters, and he can't do shit. At least he starts recruiting again. Oh. Ooh. That's so stupid. He has 7 stone. He can't do shit. Get that freaking tower. There is like 50 to 60 stone there. If not more. This is basically over a single cast of Mayans stone. He's not moving in. And look at this. And there are Sabos there. He will see them. He sees the Sabo, he sees the swords. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm not sure if he will win. I'm not sure. Anik, yeah. Oh. Oh. And look, Sabo and swords. And there only is army. And he again has advantage in army. But will that be enough? That's just so stupid. And he's retreating with Sabo, typically, to just not lose them and be annoying. Okay, and I will excuse myself and say it in Polish, ślepa ciota. Okay, as soon as I said that, he reacted. And what that means? That means one thing. It helped. Yeah, it's very in his style. But Error has, fortunately, so much more army that he won't lose yet, but that stone is his bane. And yeah, he will have to split the army. Okay, that's very sane, leaving just few. And Error is winning again, but he has Fenek can scale. Fenek can scale. He's not taking this. Okay, Fenek is just stupid for not taking this mountain. Let's be honest. And Error is stupid for not towering Fenek because he could just take that stone in the meantime. Yeah, he will be sabotaging basically any... Oh, look at that! What a find! What a find. Very good for Error. Very good for Error. Oh boy. And there are sabos from Error. Very good, very sane play. He has to just sabotage that gold. Yeah, basically the most important thing right now that I would say is sabotaging the gold. If Fenek has no gold, he loses. You can't win with level 1 soldiers. No matter what happens, you just can't win with level 1 soldiers. So getting rid of the gold and primarily gold smelters is probably... Okay, these gold smelters are crazy well protected, honestly. Although, like, if you just send Sabo, like, through there and take all of that, it wouldn't be that bad. And honestly, I don't know what he is doing. Send them on the mines! Don't be stupid. Send them to the mines. Okay, Fenek has no settlers right now because they are not carrying gold. Destroy all the mines and you are golden. I have no freaking idea what he's doing. I guess he's just being stupid because he is again standing on settlers because he has... Guess what? No stone! And by the way, if you are not planning on like destroying the residences, the medium residence in Trojans is actually decent. Send them here, destroy all of that, destroy all of this. Where are your sabos? You had so many. I guess they are just standing there doing nothing. Okay, actually that's good, because Fenek has no settlers. Destroying those residences is actually a good idea. For once I will say that this is a good idea. That he's actually focusing on that. Actually, this one not so much, because this one was already ready. But the other ones, yeah. And save your swords, idiot. If Fenek loses that, I will be very disappointed, because this is a lose against someone who had no stone for the entirety of this match. Oh my god. Don't go there. Don't lose your army standing on his towers. That will be beyond stupid if you have no swords. And I don't see any swords. And I don't see any swords. I don't even see any swords here. In fact, I don't even see settlers here. And obviously, honestly, just staying there... Okay, he can block these barracks. He can probably also bring these barracks staying here and staying here. Don't stay under the towers. That's stupid. I learned that by myself. Staying under the towers is just stupid. And his last sword is like... Okay. He has just a few swords. And look what Fenek is doing. Fenek is actually casually sending Sabo swords to get rid of the Sabo. And he's not actually protecting from this. Oh. Where are your Sabos? He has some soldiers. Okay, he had some people finally. I feel like Fenek is just outscaled at this point, because it will be very problematic for him to get more settlers for a while now, despite Fenek having settlers. Okay, Fenek finally has settlers. Not really. Is okay. Well, he can be a bit high. Yeah, that's good. Destroying this should be your priority. But he does not have enough Sabo. Okay, but swords are coming, which is good. Not enough, but they are coming. And he's staying on the towers like stupid person he is. Honestly, because those magazines are full, it will be... yeah, that's... It will be hard for Fenek to recruit. Don't stay under the towers. They are doing so much damage to you. Yeah, stay there, stay there, stay there. Like here and here. Very good. And the swords are coming. I have to say that, yeah. Second goal. Check if there are any mages in the area. Okay, swords are coming. Now go under the towers. Get the aggro with archers. Yes, get the aggro with archers. Don't let your swords die. Take at least single... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get at least a single tower. That will get rid of those barracks. Okay. Not yet archers. Does he have enough swords to even take one? He should. Okay, there is a lot of swords. Okay, and archer 1, archer 2, archer 3. There we go. First tower. Boom. No barracks. Oof. It seems like GG. It seems like GG. Finally. Finally. Oh boy. Oh boy, that was something. 1 hour 36 minutes. Okay, we will be back shortly with another match. We are just waiting for the map to be generated. And once we get it... yeah, that's just overkill from error. At this point, what was that? What was that? He was still stupid, no Kaka. With Kaka it would be so much smoother. Oh well. I have to breathe for a second. Excuse me. Excuse me very much. I also got a message error for the map. Oh, don't worry, I'm not error. I'm in prime physical condition. I run basically every day, and I do some other exercise as well. So yeah, we are just waiting for the map, and the match will begin soon. So yeah, I'm waiting for Shino. Actually, I have nothing to wait for because I didn't get map yet. So I will just quickly leave and be back in a single second. We don't know yet if it will be LG or MG, but okay, there is the map. And I'm waiting for Shino. Yes, Shino. I wonder if the stats will work even if I'm not on 7, but whatever. Yeah. Okay, we are on very close map again. Okay, we are basically at the game 2. Give me both. And I have no idea if it is MG or LG, honestly. I have to... Okay, we will see in the map, in the game. Okay. Game works. And this is MG. This is MG. And we have Romance against Romance. No more trials, good. Very close map. I think that kind of... I do believe, although Error is good on main BG. If he plays well, he can really do a good job here. I played against him yesterday. We were pretty close, honestly. So yeah, it might be 2-0 for Error. Interesting. Oh, by the way, you can just chat in English, verbose. Oh, hello. Okay, fatal error for error. Oh my god, fatal error for error. Okay. Oh no, I will have to reset stats. Alright. That's probably worst case scenario for me. Yeah, I wonder if I can just wait for that. Okay, good. I don't have to reset stats. Good. How many lobbies are there right now? Okay, so no. Stats are good. Yep, error first, Fenek second, blue and yellow. Okay. Oh. There we go, game 2. Again, all romance. Okay, let's talk about map. There are plenty of mountains. There is a lot of stone. There is fine forest. Nothing amazing. Okay, that's kinda not great forest. Honestly, this map can be... Okay, the only thing I think here that is not great is this river. But once you clean it up, it's pretty decent. And honestly, I like it. You can do a lot on this map. Like, you probably can reach around 200 soldiers per PT. If they are not all level 3, obviously. Like 100 level 3s and 100 level 1s in addition to that is manageable, probably, for errors on this map, if he plays well. So this is around the expectations, 150 to 200. This is what I'm expecting from this game. Yeah, a lot of mountains. Honestly, I kind of fear that the same thing will happen here. Although on MG you need less mountains, obviously. But I'm kinda in fear that Fenek just won't go for another mountain. For no reason, basically. Yeah, basically error is already taking both of those stacks. And what's important, he should place tower here if that's possible. Because that might be a problem later on. If this probably does not have range there, but this is steep. Steep hill, and you might not be able to easily place tower there. In my opinion, the richer map is the... I mean, obviously on poor maps you can also show skill, but on this type of map that is very rich, it also requires high skill to actually use it all well. playing on a spot where there is nothing is probably... I mean, it's not less skillful, but just the threshold of what you can do is so much lower there between bad and good player. And this map seems to be really good. So, yeah. Oh yeah, they should totally implement like a trading post where you can exchange resources for one another at some ratio. Honestly, the more I play this game, the more improvements I see. Recently I was watching a game in Settlers 3, and guess what? Romans have wells. However, those wells do not produce water. They serve as markets. And from them, you can send resources via mules to whatever place you want. Interesting, right? I kinda would say that I would like to have a well that is just expensive or requires a lot of digging. But you are not restricted with water access by rivers. It would be cool. Yeah, I'm actually checking what's happening because on my phone, actually, let me check on another thing. Oh, I see. They are auto-translating the messages. YouTube is auto-translating messages in my chat. Why are they doing that? Can I disable this? Because I want to read your in English and they are just showing me Polish version for no reason. That's stupid. Can I disable that? Oh. Sorry, but wait a second, I have to check how to do that. Oh. Okay, so I basically have to change my entire language setting in order to fix this. That's amazing. I wouldn't have figured something so dumb myself. YouTube is absolutely freaking stupid. Yeah, change my language to English, please. There we go. Show me my chat now. It's still bad. It's still wrong. I have no idea. Let me restart it. Oh my. That's so stupid. But for now, guys are actually doing a good job. Okay, now my YouTube and everything is in English. However, the chat messages are still auto-translated to Polish. That's why I was surprising when Captain Cat asked czemu error is wysoki? That was the peak. Yeah, I'm currently using Opera, so that does not help me entirely. But let's see. But yeah, let's come back to that match, because guys are playing and I'm just doing my random side quest in the meantime and looking at both of them. They are pretty similar. Pretty similar. I do slightly prefer error. But Fenek is not... It's basically at the same stage. Already making a farm though. Also not going for the bottom mountain, etc. Ah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's basically what YouTube translated your comment into. And that's why I said, guys, you can message in English. I never realized that YouTube is just auto-translating these messages into what they are. And that's so stupid. I would much rather just read it in English. By the way, if you just type some Polish words, it won't auto-translate. It's so stupid. But yeah. Okay, I do slightly prefer anyway. I do prefer the fast binary. I'm not sure how it is called. Vineyard, alright. Yeah, vineyard instead of farm. Yeah, I will read the entire chat again in English. For you, just for you. Don't worry. That's so stupid. And I'm reading comments from people that I was thinking aren't able to speak Polish, and I'm like, huh? Is that guy from Poland? And I'm like, I just realized that YouTube is just retarded, honestly. Sometimes. I mean in-game YouTube, don't worry, in-game. Oh my god, why are you number 2? Who is number 1? Okay, classic programmer is somehow number 1. Top chat. Okay. Let's check the stats. They are fairly similar. Error is a bit ahead in planks, a bit behind in building resources. It's pretty close. I expect the change to come soon with those 4 farms. I won't forgive you, YouTube. I won't forgive you. And what's even more funny, someone just messaged me that I should buy some asparagus. I have no idea what that has to do with anything. But yeah, that's a comment of all time. And overall, I do believe that error with faster farms and vineyard that is already ready, I believe he will start taking slight advantage over Fenek with that exact, with just food, with more food and higher endgame potential. I guess I would have to restart the stream to change that. Okay, I will try some other time to actually fix that completely. And that's it. No, it's not that he has 9 wood. He's just using it constantly. Whenever there is a plank lying anywhere, what Fenek is already using it. and 2, 5. He has 5. But somehow those 5 has nearly no logs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, 9. That explains it. Right there. Meanwhile, error has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 4. So yeah, error has less, but Fenek has 5 that basically does not work all the time. Because he has less woodcutters than error, and error is actually ahead thanks to that. That's like small change, like you add one sawmill and one woodcutter less, and yeah. Oh yeah, they are starting to work. And error is playing very sanely with 4, which is good. By the way, there is a cool trick that you can do on MG, that you basically build 4 farms and just focus on something else for a while, and then you can just make echo that would work for like 6. Because if you gather the wheat, you will be able to then make use of it and actually have bigger eco, essentially. Right. It's kind of trade-off. But it's nice, at least in my opinion, making those farms, storing some wheat, or just making smaller eco, and then making mana is a nice play. What do you mean, smelter? Phew. Okay, Fenek has no coal. No, it is working. It just has no resources. They were, I guess, either late on food or late on the mines themselves. Honestly, I very much like too fast fishermen, because that ensures that your smelter can work all the time. And that's nice, right? That's always nice. I don't know if that's not too many ships. It might be. Although he does not have a lot of water, so maybe it's fine. But for this amount of farms, like half of the wheat is going towards meat. And I'm kind of worried he might not have enough coal to actually proceed the... I mean, maybe not proceed, but let's say convert or just produce enough gold. So he will have to kind of choose. That's like... I don't know about that. And Fenek is still... Okay, he kind of fixed his issue with wood. But yeah, Fenek does look that like he's behind. And not by a small amount either. So yeah, like... Error has more potential future mana. Yeah, I had to basically go and translate your comment with my mouse to see what you meant. Because I kind of didn't understand in Polish. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Error was traumatized by experience from the last game. Very well might have been. And first temple, which is nice. That's nice. Although what I see from Error right now is lack of production. He should already have the production ready, and he should already be making weapons. That's basically minute 40. And I'm not seeing that these buildings from him right now, which kind of worries me. He might be slightly late. If he had like 4 weaponsmiths by minute 40, it would look extremely good. I mean, having 6 by minute 50 is not bad, but would be better. Like, he's storing ores. Honestly, I guess that's fine still. Although he seems to be not storing iron, which is a slight misplay from in my opinion, basically. Although mana is good. Mana is very good. I don't know, maybe he will just be going for more and more mana. It might be good. Meanwhile, Fenek is already making the weaponsmiths. He has not yet finished the mana though. And it feels like, let me check that real quick. Yeah, Fenek has lots more people, which is good for him. Honestly, I do favor Error here. He's already making all the mana in the world. And 4th mana will be coming in too. This is the first weaponsmith, which is good. He needs more. Like, only 1 by minute 40 is slow. This might be a lot of mana, but okay, that's the big temple. You gotta make it. This is pretty closed map. There is not a lot of space, so yeah, you gotta find the spot and make one quite fast. Although you won't be needing fish, but still. I wonder how the bread looks. Bread is fine. Although he does not have a lot of mines, I feel like they are both... Okay, Fenek is taking this bottom mountain. Error is not doing that. In my opinion, that's a mistake. And he might lose those here. Okay, basically Error is 1 tower closer to this. And only now Error will be taking this mountain, which does sound quite late. They might lose all of them with the Thunders. Question is who will do so first. And first spy, probably from Fenek. That gold is untakeable. Yeah, he is building a lot of buildings, but they won't be really on time. I would say he needs more. But he has no ores. Like, not going for this mountain, it's in my opinion misplay. He's going for this one, he should already be taking those mines here. He just simply does not have enough mines. In the last game he went straight for the bigger mountain. In this game he didn't do that. And I kind of feel like this will be somewhat of a mistake. Maybe not a great mistake, but somewhat of a mistake. Oh. And yeah, Fenek is sending spies. That's what Fenek is known for, and we should also expect towering when the time is up. Actually, who has more gold? Error has more gold. It looks like Fenek has a lot, but not really. And honestly, he's still... What the heck? They have like no mines. They have no coal. Honestly, from this perspective, Error going for more mana does make a lot of sense. You should probably go for even more. Like, make them here,
Get more temples. And at least Error is producing, because Fenek is not producing. That's important. Fenek is not actually producing. There is no iron under those weaponsmiths. Meanwhile, Fenek is producing, and that's our great win. Look how many more coal mines Error actually has. It's crazy. And this is his advantage. This is great advantage. In fact, he has so many that might not be enough. He should add some farms, which is funny, but he will be needing more wheat soon. Yep. And again, good performance from Error. And Fenek is making a lot of 5 farms, 1 animals, some fish here. What is Fenek doing? What is he doing? Why does he need 5 farms? For 1 animals, 1 meal. Okay, second animals right now. But that still should probably work. Maybe not perfectly well. I mean, the meal will work perfectly well. But yeah, it should work on 4. So that's kind of surprising. He did add a lot of fish, which is good. It's basically saving him from, and I wouldn't even say iron deficit, because he has so much iron that it's insane. But yeah. Error in that call is what will give him big advantage. And he can take even more. Again, Fenek is not going for 1 mountain. He went for this one, it's fine. Error should go here. Because of gold. Because Fenek will have gold advantage here. I mean, he does not know that, but you should always send at least 1 to any mountain. 1 to 2, and they are perfectly enough to uncover the stuff closest to you. Let me check how Shino is doing, for example, with his stream. Because I actually didn't look. Fenek 32. Shino 52. I'm at 10. Nice. Oh, nice. It's good. And the error is making even more mana, which is really good. Honestly, I think Error will be able to rush here. Yeah, he already started recruiting. He does not have settlers. He is building more, but currently he almost does not have settlers. Now I will also check my chat and... Yeah, nothing. Yeah, good. And he is short on... Okay, he should dig that through. He had those diggers somewhere, he should use them here to get that. And again, take this mountain. Don't be stupid. Fenek doesn't have gold anyway. I mean, coal anyway. He has gold. He doesn't have coal. Okay, no, he has. Okay, he still doesn't. Those iron smelters are still not working. What is this? Yeah, again, more gold. Usually bigger mountains seem to have more gold. Maybe because they are just bigger. But yeah. Five minutes still the time. Oof. And he's getting the level 1s. And currently there is big advantage for Error. More than double the mana. More than triple the mana. More than double the army. And more level 3 soldiers. The one thing he's lacking is ornaments or eye catchers for KK. And he could just go in and win this. And he has everything. He doesn't have enough gold smelters, in fact. Get more. Get more. Don't be stupid. 2 is not enough. Why do you have only 2 for 4? Or 3? I mean, for 5. Why are you not discovering this? I mean, they will soon finish this. But still. That's stupid. Fenek is getting 3 more mines, 4 more mines. Soon. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, digging. What is he doing? Go here, please. Go here. He's building the stack. And Error is setting himself up for quick attack. Double the army, triple the mana. Almost triple the mana. He needs a bit more mana. Oh, he has double. That's good. 5 weaponsmiths to 5 weaponsmiths. But Fenek's weaponsmiths are not working. How are they not working? Why? That's so weird. Why are they not working constantly? Oh, does he? Okay, he does not have enough smelters. Those are 4. For 1. Okay, that's why. Because he's using his. Alright. And now he will be trying to get. And the Error is coming in. There we go. Although kinda hesitantly. He's moving forward. Double the army. More than double the army. Double the mana over double the mana. It looks very good for him. Let's be honest, it looks very good for him. How is KK? Fenek has higher KK, although it doesn't matter for him on defense. I would be great fan of 1 set before PT, because that would give him 100. And he's just casually strolling into the base of Fenek. He could block the barracks standing basically here and be outside of range of these towers. So he can basically stop Fenek. And what's funny, he can probably use converts to get rid of most of those archers. But don't go under the towers, please. Don't be stupid. You don't have KK advantage. And you have mostly swords. And you will lose most of them. Honestly, that mana basically wins him the game. Like, right here, right now. I wonder if he has enough swords, though. He seems to not have any more swords. Oh no, he has some here. Go for the tower, please. Like a sane man. And get more swords. Go in. He does. That's good. Oh, there is a rat here. Okay. Okay, and that's easy 2-0, I guess. He won't be having enough to actually get the towers, probably. Use them. Yeah, he doesn't have swords. He just doesn't have swords. Like... But it's close, so... Yeah. And he has so much army at him. And stop recruiting level 1 swords, you won't win with them. Okay, and that's just KK. Grind. Oh well. It's just a pity that Error didn't find Fenek first. I mean, earlier in the bracket. The first game was really close because Error was stupid. Second game, much better. I mean, you're stupid only once, and he's gathering the swords, which is good. There we go. Fenek stopped the barracks. Error is gathering swords. And he will be trying to get the towers. Okay, I know what Fenek will be trying to do. He will be trying to convert the swords. But archers are coming in first. Does he even have mana? I don't know. He does probably for one. Maybe. Yep, there it goes. And oh, that's so... That's kinda troll. And the Error basically has to send more to stop the recruitment. But he will get the one tower, at least. And he will be knocking to the doors of the second one. But he does not have enough swords, probably, for that. And he is, like, having actually no longer army there. Which is fine. Why is he going for 2 towers at the same time? That's slightly stupid. At least he won't lose because, yeah, right now he can stay on the barracks even better, despite Fenek getting more barracks. The settlers are basically preventing those swords from fighting. That was brutal. He needs more swords. You need more swords. There they go. There you go, the swords. He has extra tower, good. Okay, that was fun match. Does he have mana for... Yeah, he should have. Oh no, he does not. That doesn't matter though, too much. Go, get the towers. Okay, Archer 1, Archer 2, Archer 3. There goes second tower. Does Fenek have? No, it doesn't seem like it. Yep, GG. 2-0. Not bad. That was good, that was fun. That was fun, thank you. I will maybe go and try to have a chat with them. We will see. Is errors anywhere on the... Is error available for a quick chat? Let's see if he comes. And let's take... Yeah, it was in favor... Okay, Fenek by the end had more gold. Yep. I will see if Error comes for some quick... I think he went somewhere else, I guess. But I will wait a bit more and see if error comes. If he does, then we will have a quick interview. And if he does not, then so be it. So be it. Okay. Hello, Aaron.
Hello.
How are you feeling after obtaining second place in this tournament?
Pretty good, to be honest.
I do believe that this is the case. I would be very happy too. First match, yeah, I was basically fuming because of what you did. I called you stupid multiple times. Second match was much better.
Yeah, the first match was stone only.
Yeah.
I was lacking settlers all the time because of lack of stone.
Yeah, I could see that. I could very well see that. You could have just went way closer to the either Fenek and try to take that stone for a bit more stone, or just go wherever, because basically everywhere around there was stone. You just didn't go for it.
Yeah, but I was pretty confident with this push, as I saw Fenek didn't have that much. I had tons of mana.
Yeah, you did. This second game was much better. Despite, I mean, the only mistake that I could point is not sending a few geologists to the other mountain to just get it uncovered, because there was a lot of gold there.
I didn't want to go there.
Oh, okay. Well, you won anyway. So, yeah, thank you for this beautiful show, and hopefully I will be able to show you in the finals again. So, I will say bye to the chat, and I will see you guys all in the future. Bye.
Goodbye.